Hi folks, Ryan here again, Trail Now. This is actually part 2 in a series of videos that we're putting together, educating the public on the process of rail banking and the legal hurdles associated with it. There are essentially 3 obstacles to rail banking. Part 1 covered the $11 million provided by the CTC to purchase the rail line. In this video, we'll be covering the second obstacle, which relates to the 10-year lease currently in place. Remember, the $11 million from the CTC, that required some type of train component. So what do? Well, they entered into a 10-year agreement with a railroad operator, also called a common carrier, and as of today, there's about 7 years remaining in that lease agreement. Now, I might be stating the obvious here, but the current operator, they're a for-profit business. They're interested in making money with the railroad. Period. End of story. The problem here is that the Santa Cruz branch line, it's not profitable. If it was profitable, why would Union Pacific have sold it in the first place? But don't take my word for it. Multiple independent experts have come to the same conclusion. A March 2004 valuation of the line completed by Wilbur Smith and Associates concluded that Union Pacific is making little, if any, real income from the Santa Cruz branch. In a separate March 2004 valuation completed by the Woodside Consulting Group, it was concluded that the railroad would actually lose $1.8 million per year if freight service was going to continue. In a more recent appraisal review completed in March 2010 by Sierra West Valuation, the appraiser goes on to state that there's no likelihood that running freight on that line would be profitable. Not only that, but they go on to recommend that the railroad should seek immediate abandonment of the line. Okay, let's talk solutions here to this second obstacle to rail banking, the most obvious being a lease buyout. How it works is, instead of making little to no profit over the remaining 7 years, the railroad would get a lump sum payment today. Not a bad deal. How much would that payout be? Quite honestly, I don't know. But taken in the context of the hundreds of millions that would be spent on a wasteful commuter line, it's small potatoes. Folks, putting in a commuter train in Santa Cruz would be like expanding the Watsonville Airport for international service. Are there some benefits to it? Sure. But does it make sense? Is the cost worth it? Not a chance. What this town needs is a trail. We need a trail, and we need it now. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please follow us on Facebook. For additional information and more videos, please go to our website, trailnow.org.